Hello guys, how are you? So in this lesson we shall study about color blindness. This course is presented by me, Navneet Sharma. You can know more about me from here. You can follow me on this link, and if you like the lesson, kindly rate, review and recommend. So beginning with the lesson, what is color blindness? Some person are unable to distinguish certain colors. These are called the color blind people. The most common one is the red green color blindness. Okay, it has been described by Homer in 1876. In this disease, the people are unable to distinguish between a red color and green color. Okay, so the red blindness is termed as protanopia, and the green blindness is called as deuteranopia. Okay, now the X chromosome possesses a normal gene which controls the formation of color sensitive cells in the retina of our eye. Okay, now its recessive allele fails to do its job properly, and it results in the color blindness. Okay, so these alleles are present on the X chromosome, which is evidenced by the examples. Okay, so this is an example in which we have performed a cross between normal women and a color blind men. Okay, so they have the XX chromosome and XY chromosome respectively. When the gamete formation takes place from the ova, two X chromosomes are formed, and from the sperm, in the sperms, one X and one Y chromosome is obtained. When we cross all of them, we obtain XX carrier daughter and XY normal son. Okay, why is it so? Because the colorblind men is the carrier one, and the daughter can be carrier only. Okay, mostly daughters are carrier also. They are they are not affected by the disease. Okay, only males are affected by the disease mostly. Now when gametes formation takes place here also, we obtain X carrier X, okay, and normal X and normal Y. Okay, when we cross all of them, we obtain normal daughters, and this one is the carrier daughter, and this one is the normal son, and this one is the colorblind son. Okay, so for a detailed view, you can stop and have a detailed look at this diagram. So this diagram explains the sex-linked inheritance of color blindness in men. Note the results of cross between normal women and color blindness. Okay, so next we have, moving forward, when a normal woman is married to a colorblind man, all her sons and daughters have normal vision. But when her daughters are married to a normal vision man, some colorblind sons are formed, as daughters are her daughters are only the carriers, and when they marry other person, her sons can be colorblind. Okay, it means that a woman with normal color vision whose father is a colorblind, okay, she can give birth to the children, of which about half of the sons are colorblind and other half are having normal color vision. Means this is the probability. This is not an exact number, but there is a probability of having half colorblind son and half normal sons. Okay, as it is clear from this diagram. Okay, so next we have, moving forward, when a colorblind woman is married to a normal vision man, in the P generation we have X ova again, and in the similar way we have sperm X and Y type, and when these are crossed to each other, we have XX carrier daughter and XY a colorblind son. Okay, this is a carrier woman from the daughter of the cross, from the daughter of the woman which is observed in the previous cross. Okay, so here we have the gametes were formed of those of parents of F1 generation, X and X, X and Y. Okay, next when we perform cross on these gametes, we obtain a color blind daughter and the other daughter may be the carrier daughter, a colorblind son and a normal son. Okay, so this is the probability of 1:1:1:1 ratio, okay, of having daughters and son of these type. Okay, this is the actual generation. So sex-linked inheritance of color blindness in men. In this cross we have colorblind women and normal men. Okay, so moving forward, in the other instance, if a colorblind woman married to a normal color vision man, all her sons are colorblind, whereas all the daughters have the normal color vision. When these daughters having normal color vision are married to a colorblind man, the colorblind grandsons and colorblind granddaughters are produced with almost equal number of normal grandsons and normal granddaughters. Okay, it means that what it basically means that it means that a colorblind woman has sons all colorblind and all daughters with the normal color vision, and a colorblind woman has always a colorblind father and her mother must be a carrier. Okay, remember that. It is known as the crisscross inheritance. It is also seen in the previous lesson, that is the hemophilics. Now the above result could easily be explained with the assumption that color vision is sex linked character and its gene is present on the X chromosome. Okay, remember that its gene is also present on the X chromosome, and the gene of hemophilia was also present on the X chromosome. Y chromosome lacks its allele. Okay, in men, sex chromosomes are XY, while in women these are X and X. It means that men possess only one gene for color vision, whereas women possess two. Now the normal color vision is dominant over the color blindness. Therefore, women will be colorblind only when she possesses a gene for color blindness in both the X chromosome, for which her father must be a diseased person and her mother must be a carrier at least. Okay, whereas a man will be colorblind even when this gene is present singly. Okay, so there are thus more chances of a man being a colorblind. Always the male receives its X chromosomes from mother through ovum and Y chromosomes from father through sperm, whereas female receives one X chromosome from each parent through ovum and sperm. Okay, so there is a typing mistake. It is Y and it is an X. Now, from the above results, the following conclusions may be observed. Color blindness is more common in males than in females. Two recessive genes are required for the expression of color blindness in female, whereas only one gene gains expression in males. Males are never carriers. Colorblind women always have colorblind fathers and always produce colorblind sons. Now, the colorblind women produce colorblind daughters only when their husbands are colorblind. Women with normal color vision whose fathers are colorblind produce colorblind and normal sons in approximately equal proportions. Okay, so I hope you understand all that. So thank you guys for watching. Keep learning.